Oh, you're so lame and care about human life that I bet you think the dropping of the atomic bombs on Nagasaki and Hiroshima were war crimes. Well, let's talk that. And you at home can decide for yourself and hash it out in the comments and have whatever fights that you want. But was it a war crime? Well, we'll start with today's standards. Underneath international humanitarian law, it is a fucking 1,000% a war crime. You can't drop nukes on civilian centers regardless of what military installation's there. It's a big no-no. And you know it's a big no-no because it's never been done since. We know it was bad. After we did it, the whole world was like, probably shouldn't do that again. Now, I know we had a whole Cold War where we threatened it, but nobody ever actually did it again because we realized how bad it actually fucking was. So we stopped it. But now you're going to be saying, well, what about 1945 standards? There's no law against it. It just can't be a war crime the first time, right? Except the Geneva Convention also clearly states that you can't specifically target civilians or civilian installations. In Nagasaki and Hiroshima, despite the fact that we're claiming that we're dropping a bomb on military installations, has a large civilian population. And it's hard to claim self-defense after you stabbed your attacker 86 times. It doesn't matter that they attacked you first. You kept stabbing them after they were dead. Just like dropping a nuke on a factory is excessive overkill and still is specifically targeting civilian populations. And you know we were specifically targeting civilian populations with these bombs because we left Nagasaki and Hiroshima in fucking tact. We didn't firebomb the shit out of them like we did every other damn city in Japan. We left them intact so that the bomb's destruction would be known across all of Japan about how devastating it actually was. It was a terror tactic. Now, you're going to be arguing against it being a terror weapon or a war crime because we dropped leaflets that said, hey, get out of Dodge, surrender, urge your emperor to surrender or face immediate destruction. Except A, it doesn't mention it at all about an atomic bomb, like we're going to do this with one damn bomb. B, the Japanese civilians don't read those because if they have possession of one of those pamphlets, they get sentenced to death by the Japanese government. And C, we dropped those leaflets on Nagasaki a day after we dropped the bomb on fucking Nagasaki, so I don't think that counts. Now, those that are arguing for it will also point to, the Russians' mediation and attempted to go with peace. But I need to point out here, on the not war crime side, yeah, those weren't largely in play yet. They also weren't in serious negotiations. The emperor was not at that time considering surrender. The Japanese government itself, military, was not considering surrender. In fact, after the first bombing, the emperor, when he was wanting to surrender, the military attempted a stage coup against him because they didn't want to surrender. So even if we had the emperor, the head of the country, involved and said that he wanted to surrender, we still had the military coup. So that's a little bit of an argument why it's not a war crime. It might have been a little bit necessary, and this is not an argument whether it's necessary or not. It's just an argument whether it's a war crime or not. So, I mean, those are the only two things against it being a war crime that you really had in its favor. Now, the one great thing that did come out of these bombings, whether it's a war crime or not, you decide at home, is the fact that we've never done it again. At least not yet.